kids that I meet who are the ones that are what they would call the collateral, you know, the ones that are doing the operational stuff on the ground, being groomed. These are often small, vulnerable children who look quite meek, don't have much confidence, aren't really able to carry a conversation with you, don't want to look you in the eye. Most kids, basically, are within that, are scared stiff.
Just tell me a little bit about how much you deal, what kind of things you sell, that sort of thing.
Everything, like a pharmacy. You can get crack, you can get coke, you can get weed, anything you want.
It all started when he was younger, skipping classes, smoking hashish. Now he's into something a little stronger. All of a sudden money's a problem. Landed a career robbing from his parents, never had a care in the world for sharing. Now the whole family's in debt, father's in jail, wondering if his son is destined to walk the same path. Relapsing after causing a bloodbath, stolen a credit card from a real G. Thirsty, thought it was his birthday on a Thursday. Nervous, wearing disguises, cash in hand, grabbing a 2K bag from the cashier at the bank, sweating. Thought he got away with the theft, but unaware he was spotted, splashing out cash that he was never supposed to have. Organised Africans dressed in black followed him back to his habitat. Hammers and baseball bats laying in the back of the trunk. Heard whispering voices lurking in the shadows. Kidnapped his mother and sister, bargaining chips for the money he stole. Was this murder he wrote? Broke down in tears, holding his head in despair with no hopes. Realising the situation is no joke. Selfish thoughts of cutting his own throat grow so close it seems colder than most would go.
If your reputation is I will stab people if they let me down, if you don't stab the first person that lets you down, where do you go from there? What County Lines has done is put these young people out on their own.
Text messages on his phone demanding he pays back the money he owes. Looking in the mirror, his own reflection staring back. Pacing back and forth, convincing himself he was doing the right thing. Saving his mother and sister, noticing the only family picture. Holding a broken nose, still dressed in blood-stained clothes. Talking to himself like a madman. Beating his head in his chest, never could figure out a decent plan. Even when he was at his best, couldn't cope with the fear of losing his life. Losing his mind, needed a little Dutch courage. Sniffing the last bit of coke up his nose. I think I'm ready to go. Never had the ability to ask for help, so he goes out alone. Thought about robbing Peter to pay Paul. I know where his stash is hidden at. I know he's got a couple of grand hidden beneath the floorboards under the mat. It didn't occur to him he was robbing the same person who spotted him inside of the bank. Glass breaking, heard running footsteps from out the back. Cash dropping from out the backpack he had on his back, laughing. He was always reacting, trying to justify his own actions.
Do you find when you get there you've got any problems with other dealers who want to hit in on your...
Yeah, there's always problems with other dealers, always.
And what happens then?
You gotta sort out your problem.
Heard the phone ringing in his back pocket. Anxious, took a little longer to answer. Played back the voice message. Yo, you better follow these instructions. If not, say goodbye to your mother and sister who we abducted. Meet me at the steel factory off the old road just outside the city. No police come alone. I want every penny you stole. Plus I'ma add interest for the extra services. He only had a few minutes left on the clock. Had to be there on time, no alternative. Packed his ride outside. Tried entering the building without making a sound. Heard mumbling voices in the background. Lights flickering on, surrounded. I hope you came with all of that money you owe. Pleading for the lives of his mother and sister. Please let them both go. You can keep a hold of me instead. The African hesitated for a second, then nodded his head. Handed the car keys to his mother and kissed her on the forehead. Escorted into another room, knees buckling, confused. Recognized the face of the person he robbed the same afternoon. Laughing to himself, I guess I'm out of time. And this is how I end up committing suicide.